Hello बच्चों and welcome to the science class. I hope you are doing good. Okay, so let's start the next topic, that is transportation. Okay, so transportation, the literal meaning of transportation means shifting or moving something from one place to another place. Okay, so in the body of complex organisms, whether they are plants or animals, whether the body size is large, more complex, then there are different types of organ systems, and which perform the specific different types of works. Okay, so there should be there must be a need of many kinds of materials to be transported from one organ system to the other, means one part of the body to other. Okay, so if definition wise we see, so transportation is a very important life process. Okay, transportation is a life process in which a substance synthesized or absorbed in one part of the organism is carried to the other part of its body. Get it? Okay, so in this chapter, in your syllabus, the transportation in human beings and transportation in plants is given. Okay, so in human beings there are two types of transportation. One is blood vascular system. Okay, blood circulatory system, it comprised of blood. It is the chief transporting agent. What? Blood. Okay, blood vessels and heart. Okay, the other system is lymphatic system. It includes the main transporting system of transporting agent of lymphatic system is lymph, and it flows through the lymph vessels across the lymph nodes. Okay, so we will discuss it one by one. So first is blood vascular system. Okay, so blood vascular system, there are the main component is blood. Okay, and blood is the reddish fluid which flows inside the body. And how the blood is flowed? How it flew? Okay, it does not flow randomly inside the all over the cavities of the body. Okay, it flows in a guided channels. Okay, like the water is flowing inside the pipelines, in the same way there are blood vessels in which blood is flowing inside our body. Okay, so first of all, what is so the it is a reddish mobile fluid which circulates materials throughout the body. And what are the main functions of blood? It transport digested food, oxygen, carbon dioxide, different kinds of hormones, and various nitrogenous waste products. Okay, we have discussed two important life processes, that is nutrition and respiration. In nutrition, you have seen how the food is digested, it is converted into simpler forms. And in respiration, you have seen how oxygen and carbon dioxide are exchanged by the human body to the external environment. Okay, and these transport of this exchange of gases is taking place inside the respiratory system. Okay, but that gas, that oxygen, is to be carried out to each and every living cell of the body. Okay, and to carry out the metabolic processes of that cell. And in this biochemical reactions, various metabolic processes, different kind of nitrogenous wastes are generated inside the cells, carbon dioxide also generated inside the cells. These should be carried out to each and every cell of the body, to the particular organs from where it is expelled out of the body. Okay, the carbon dioxide produced in the cells is carried by the blood to the respiratory system, to the lungs, where it is exhaled outside. The nitrogenous products, which are very toxic, harmful for our body, They are carried by the blood to the kidneys, which are the key excretory organ of our body, where excretion is done. We will discuss this later in next topic. Okay, so blood is very important fluid. It carries, once again I am repeating, it transports digested food. The digested food absorbed in the small intestine is carried to the cells for assimilation by the blood. This oxygen and carbon dioxide are also transported. Different hormones we will talk about this in the next chapter. So these hormones are the chemical messengers, okay, which carries different messages from the particular endocrine gland to the different parts of body, and it also transports the waste products. Okay, what are the other functions? It also protects our body from diseases and helps in maintaining the constant body temperature. Okay, it is called homeostasis. The specific condition is the same constant type of condition is maintained in the body. It is called homeostasis. Whether it is pH level of blood or salt concentration in the blood in the body, it is maintained, and also the same kind of body temperature, it is maintained by blood. And also the WBC, white blood cells, is fight against the pathogens. Okay, composition, in earlier classes you have gone through this composition. There are 4 parts of blood. Mainly the blood having what? It is a colloidal solution. Blood is a colloidal solution. Okay, so it having a fluid part which is called plasma. Okay, and what are the functions of plasma? It transports food material, water, carbon dioxide and other nitrogenous waste. It is liquid part. Mainly it is the plasma, it is about 55 to 60% by volume is plasma is present in the blood. Okay, so अगर 1 लीटर ब्लड की हम बात करें तो उसमें से 500 से 600 ml उसमें प्लाज्मा होगा. And plasma is chief component of plasma is water, and it contains soluble proteins and different nitrogenous wastes and carbon dioxide also, and various nutrients dissolved in the plasma. So, and different cells or corpuscles, they are suspended in this plasma. So what are these cells? RBC, that is red blood cells, rather it is red blood corpuscles. And what is the function? It contains hemoglobin. The red color is due to the presence of RBC, because hemoglobin is present there, and it transports oxygen. Hemoglobin has a strong affinity towards oxygen. Okay, it binds with oxygen, carries the oxygen to each and every cell of the body. Then WBC, that is white blood cells. These are the soldiers of our body. It kills harmful microbes and protects the body from diseases. Got it? And one more self-repairing mechanism is there, that is platelets. Platelets help in clotting of blood and prevents loss of blood during injury. Okay, what happens if pipeline has been leaked? Then what? All the water will flow out. Okay, then what will happen if the blood vessels will be injured? In the case of injury, when blood vessels will be cut, then what will happen? The blood will flow out. The precious blood will be flow out. So there is a self mechanism of healing of this process, that is called clotting. Okay, and the platelets are responsible for clotting of the blood. Okay, when injury is there, the platelets secrete a special kind of protein, that is thromboplastin, and then it converts prothrombin into thrombin. Then also that thrombin converts fibrinogen into fibrin, and this fibrin means fiber. This fibrin, it forms a network like structure. It forms a net around the injury, and where the other corpuscles and cells which are larger in volume, they just trapped inside that net, and in this way the clot is formed. You have seen during the injury that there is, after some time, the flow of blood stops and a layer of blood is seen there. If the layer is removed, then again the flow started. Okay, that layer is clot, and platelet is responsible for this clot. Okay, so these are the functions and composition of blood. Got it? It is very much essential. Now this blood flows inside the vessels. There are three types of vessels in our body. Mainly there are two types of vessels, and the fine vessels are called capillaries. Okay, so the two types of vessels are arteries and veins. Okay, so what are arteries? Arteries carry pure blood from the heart to all parts of the body. Okay, arteries, not always the pure blood is there in arteries, but arteries, it carries blood away from the heart. Mostly the arteries contain pure blood. They are thick walled. Why they are thick walled? Yes, because they carry the blood away from the heart. Okay, so the heart is a pumping organ, is it pumps the blood in the body. So the arteries should have flexible and thick walls to bear that pressure created by the heart. Okay, and they do not have walls. बैक वॉल की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है आर्टरी में, क्योंकि हार्ट का प्रेशर ही इतना है जो ब्लड को आगे की ओर पुश कर ही देगा. ओके, सो थिक वॉल्ड होगी आर्टरीज एंड उसमें वॉल्स नहीं होंगे. आर्टरीज एंड वीन्स में बच्चे कभी कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं कि विच वन कैरीज टुवर्ड द ब्लड टुवर्ड्स द हार्ट एंड विच वन कैरीज अवे फ्रॉम हार्ट. ओके, तो इसके लिए हमेशा ध्यान रखिए, आर्टरी मीन्स ए फॉर आर्टरी एंड ए फॉर अवे. Okay, A for artery, A for away. So arteries always carry blood away from the heart. And what about veins? These are the blood vessels which carry impure blood from all parts of the body to the heart. Okay, it always carry blood towards the heart and pour the blood inside the heart. Okay, so veins, it return the blood to the heart. Okay, veins for vapas, V for vein, V for vapas. Okay, it takes back, it returns the blood to the heart. They are thin walled. Why thin walled? Because in veins there is less pressure. Okay, and have walls. इनमें blood back flow न करे vein में, इसलिए इनमें वॉल्स होते हैं जिससे कि जो ब्लड है वो हमेशा हार्ट की ओर ही फ्लो करेगा, कभी भी वीन्स में बैक फ्लो ब्लड का नहीं होगा. ओके, समटाइम्स द क्वेश्चन इज बीइंग आस्क्ड फ्रॉम डिफरेंसेस बिटवीन आर्टरीज एंड वीन्स, सो यू शुड बी वेरी मच क्लियर अबाउट दिस. ओके, नाउ कैपिलरीज, दीज आर्टरीज एंड वीन्स, दे कम्युनिकेट with other body cells and with each other by very fine capillaries. Okay, these, the ultimate, the finest capillaries are 1 cell thick. Okay, just we have seen like in a respiratory system that the bronchus divides into bronchioles, and the bronchioles later bifurcates into secondary and tertiary bronchioles. तो ये जो स्प्लिटिंग होता है, ये बाइफर्केशन होते जाता है. इन द सेम वे ब्लड वीन्स और आर्टरीज में भी, इनके भी फर्दर ये स्प्लिट होके फाइन ब्रांचेस में डिवाइड होते हैं, विच आर कॉल्ड आर्टरियोल्स एंड वीनियोल्स. ओके, वीन के जो बाइफर्केशंस होंगे वो वीनियोल कहलाएंगे. आर्टरीज के जो छोटी ब्रांचेस होंगी दोज आर कॉल्ड आर्टरियोल्स. एंड अल्टीमेटली ये जो हैं बहुत फाइन ब्रांचेस में स्प्लिट हो जाते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड कैपिलरीज. एंड दीज कैपिलरीज ऑफ आर्टरीज एंड वीन्स, दे आर आल्सो ज्वाइंट विद ईच अदर. तभी तो इनमें ब्लड का लेन देन एक्सचेंज इसमें होते रहता है. ओके, सो दीज कैपिलरीज आर वेरी नैरो ब्लड वेसल्स विच कनेक्ट्स आर्टरीज एंड वीन्स टुगेदर. The exchange of food, water, oxygen, carbon dioxide, etc. between the blood and the cells take place through the capillaries. Got it? So there are three types of blood vessels arteries, veins and capillaries. Got it? Okay, one thing I want to tell here that about the pressure. Okay, so during the passage of blood, there are two main strokes of heart, the systole and diastole. When the heart contracts, it is called systolic pressure and it is about 120 mg. Okay, and when the heart relaxes and blood comes back, this at the time of diastole, the pressure in the arteries is 80 mg. Okay, so the blood pressure, 120 to 80. The minimum blood pressure is 80 mg and the maximum blood pressure is 120. So if the blood pressure reading is more than 120, it is termed as hypertension. It is high BP, the situation of high BP. And why it arises? Due to the deposition of particular type of fats like cholesterols, the lumen, the diameter of arteries, it decreases. So the blood has to do more. The heart has to create more pressure to push to pump the blood, and this is the case of high BP. Okay. Then the function of heart, how the blood is transported, how it is circulated throughout the body, we will see. So first of all, we discuss what is heart. It is a muscular organ which pumps blood to all parts of body. It is okay. It is a pumping device of our body. It pumps the blood. It has 4 chambers. The upper chambers are called atria. Remember always, upper chambers are called atria. Singular is called atrium. The lower chambers are called ventricles. So 4 chambered heart, upper 2 chambers are atria, lower 2 chambers are ventricles. Since the ventricles pump blood to the different organs, okay, the upper 2 chambers, atria, they are collecting chambers. Lower 2 chambers, ventricles, they are distributing chambers. Okay. So since the ventricles pump blood to the different organs, its walls are thicker than the atria. Okay, जैसी नीड होगी नेचर वैसा ही उसमें क्वालिटीज किसी भी चीज में प्रोवाइड कर देता है. ओके, सो नीड यहाँ पर क्या है? वेंट्रिकल्स प्रेशर जनरेट करते हैं. वेंट्रिकल्स जब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होते हैं तो ब्लड को पुश करते हैं. डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिंग चेम्बर है वेंट्रिकल्स, तो वेंट्रिकल्स को प्रेशर क्रिएट करना है. सो दियर वॉल्स आर thick. Okay, but atria, they are just the collecting chambers, so their walls are thin. The right and left chambers are separated by a septum. Okay, there is a septum we see in the picture. These are the 4 chambers, 1 2 3 and 4. This 4 chambered heart is there. The upper 2 chambers, this one and this one, these 2 chambers are called atria. Okay, these 2 chambers are ventricles. Okay, these ventricles having thick walls because they have to generate the pressure to pump the blood. These atria are thin walled. But don't be confused about right and left. Okay, while you are observing the video, you are seeing the picture and this is on your right. But think about yourself and be in the position of the picture and think about your own heart. Okay, so this will be the left side. Okay, because you are facing each other. So this is left atrium, this is right atrium. कई बार बच्चे कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं, इसको वो अपना राइट लिख लेते हैं और इसको लेफ्ट लिख लेते हैं. ओके, so always remember this. This is left atrium, this is right atrium. This is left ventricle and this is right ventricle. These 2 chambers are distributing chambers. These 2 chambers are collecting chambers. Got it? These chambers are the upper and lower chambers are separated by these septum. What is it called? Septum. Okay, and see here the gates are there from left atrium to left ventricle, and here is present the specific valve. This valve is called bicuspid valve. It is, what kind of valve is this? Bicuspid. Okay, and here between this right atrium and right ventricle, tricuspid valve is there. Okay, so लेफ्ट साइड, सिंपली अगर देखा जाए तो बाएं साइड, बायां फॉर बाइकस्पिड, बाएं साइड, लेफ्ट मीन्स बायां. ओके, सो बाएं साइड बाइकस्पिड एंड राइट साइड में है ट्राइकस्पिड. ये थोड़े से कुछ न्यूमोनिक्स है, कुछ अपनी कॉन्सेप्ट को याद रखने के लिए कुछ ट्रिक्स है. जैसे ए फॉर आर्टरी, ए फॉर अवे बताया, उस तरह से ध्यान रखिए. बाइकस्पिड किधर होता है, कभी कभी बच्चे कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं कि इधर होता है या इधर होता है, तो ध्यान रखिए लेफ्ट यानी बायां, तो बाईं तरफ होगा बाइकस्पिड. ओके, एंड देन द अदर साइड दैट इज राइट साइड में होगा ट्राइकस्पिड वॉल्व. ये वॉल्व हैं जो ब्लड के बैक फ्लो को प्रिवेंट करते हैं हार्ट के अंदर. गॉट इट? नाउ एंड द अदर थिंग्स आर द aorta. This aorta, it is the main supply of blood, and this arteries, this is the main artery and it carries blood away. Yes, aorta carries blood away from the heart. And veins, here you see this vena cava, this superior vena cava and this inferior vena cava. Both these vena cava pour the blood inside the heart. Okay, focus on this arrow. ये जो वेना कावा है ये ब्लड को हार्ट में अंदर लेके आ रही है. मीन्स दिस इट इज द लार्जेस्ट वीन एंड ऑर्टा इज द लार्जेस्ट आर्टरी. ओके, तो आर्टरीज अवे ले जाती हैं और ये वीन्स जो है ब्लड को वापस लाती है. यहाँ पर स्पेशल दो तरह की आर्टरी और वीन्स भी हैं. पल्मोनरी वीन्स, यू आर सीइंग दिस. पल्मोनरी मीन्स anything related to lungs is called pulmonary. Got it? Got it? Anything related to heart is called cardial. Anything related to brain is called cerebral. ये मेडिकल की लैंग्वेज है, ये टर्मिनोलॉजी आप अच्छे से समझ जाएंगे. ओके, तो पल्मोनरी वीन्स मीन्स वीन्स विच आर कनेक्टिंग टू द connecting the heart to lungs. तो pulmonary veins, it carries blood from the lungs to the heart. Okay, pulmonary artery here, these are pulmonary arteries. So pulmonary arteries, pulmonary arteries carries blood from heart to the lungs. Got it? Now we will see how the blood is circulated. Okay, so just focus on this and we will see from this left side. Okay, so from left, here are present the pulmonary veins. Okay, so these veins, pulmonary veins, they carries blood from lungs to heart. And just focus, the blood is coming from lungs to the heart, means what kind of blood is that? यस, लंग्स में ब्लड का ऑक्सीजनेशन हो चुका है, वहाँ पर ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड है. सो ये प्योर ब्लड, दैट इज ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड को कॉमनली वी कॉल प्योर ब्लड. सो दिस प्योर ब्लड मीन्स ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड इज मूव्स फ्रॉम लंग्स टू द लेफ्ट एट्रियम through this pulmonary veins. Okay, and when it happens, when the upper chamber relaxes, जब ये दोनों एट्रिया रिलैक्स करते हैं, ये एक्सपेंड होते हैं, तो ब्लड जो है ये लंग से पल्मोनरी वीन के द्वारा ये लेफ्ट एट्रियम में आ जाएगा ब्लड. गॉट इट? एंड व्हाट विल हैपन व्हेन द वॉल्यूम ऑफ ब्लड इंक्रीजेज हियर, देन दिस वॉल्स गेट ओपन. ये वॉल ओपन हो जाएगा बाइकस्पिड वॉल एंड द ब्लड इज फिल्ड इनटू द लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल. गॉट इट? सो blood from lungs came from pulmonary vein to the left atrium, and when it fills, the valves open and blood, it passes into the left ventricle. From this left ventricle, what will happen? The systolic pulse will arise, this heart will systole and this ventricle will contract. Then what happen? It will contract. Okay, then what will happen? From here you see this aorta is connected to it. Okay, this aorta is connected. So what will happen? This blood will move to the aorta, and from here it move to the all parts of the body. Got it? It moves to all parts of the body. Fine. Then the oxygen is utilized in each of the cells, and those cells they give their carbon dioxide to the blood, and that carbon dioxide is carried by the capillaries, then the veins, and ultimately from this vena cava, the superior and inferior vena cava. These vena cava pour their blood. Which kind of blood is here? You see, this is bluish color is shown here. So means it is deoxygenated blood. It contains carbon dioxide. This blood is poured. It is collected into the right atrium. Okay, this atrium is collecting chamber. So it collects the impure blood in right atrium. When it is filled, the tricuspid valve gets open. Then it comes to the right ventricle, and from here with this contraction it goes to it is distributed to the lungs through the pulmonary artery. Got it? Once again फिर से हम इसको एक बार देख लेते हैं क्या हो रहा है पूरा. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हम लेफ्ट से शुरू करते हैं. फ्रॉम हियर दिस ब्लड इज कमिंग, ओके, from the lungs, and it is pure blood. It is coming to the left atrium, and then it goes to the left ventricle. From here it goes through this aorta to each and every cell of the body. Okay, and the cells use this blood, this oxygen from this blood, and they add their carbon dioxide to the blood, and this deoxygenated blood having carbon dioxide is collected by these veins, and these vena cava it pours the deoxygenated blood to this right atrium, and from where it is passed to the right ventricle, and by contraction, by systole, what happens, this blood is transported, this deoxygenated blood is transported to the lungs. Got it? This is the whole cycle of the blood circulation in our body. Okay, have you noticed two things? That the arteries always carry, mostly the arteries carry oxygenated blood because it takes blood from here. Okay, and it is oxygenated. But this pulmonary artery जो कि राइट वेंट्रिकल से जा रही है, इसमें डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड रहेगा. बॉडी की सारी आर्टरीज में ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड होगा, बट पल्मोनरी आर्टरी में डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड होगा. इन द सेम वे बॉडी की सारी वीन्स में डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड होगा, बट ये जो पल्मोनरी वीन है, इस पल्मोनरी वीन में हमेशा ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड होगा क्योंकि वो लंग्स से ब्लड को लेकर आ रही हैं. ओके, तो एक्सेप्ट पल्मोनरी वीन all veins have deoxygenated blood, and except pulmonary artery all the arteries have oxygenated blood. Got it? Next, in the same way the blood is circulated throughout the body. Okay, so in this during this circulation you might have noticed that the blood comes 2 times in the heart during the circulation. It goes to each and every part of the body, whether it is a digestive tract, where it is a kidney or other body parts, or it is brain. So it is coming from the lungs, and this oxygenated blood it travels to the whole body. Then this deoxygenated blood is again comes to the heart, and it is passed to the lungs for oxygenation. Okay, so this kind of circulation in which the blood enters twice the heart during one cycle, it is called double circulation. Okay, so in mammals and aves, this double circulation is there. Okay, and many times the question has been asked from this topic that why double circulation is needed in chordate mammals, and because our energy needs are more. The aves and mammals, they are warm blooded animals having constant body temperature, so a lot of energy is spent in maintaining the constant body temperature. So we need higher amount of energy. So what we need more rate of respiration, and for more rate of respiration our body needs more amount of oxygen. So the body of mammals cannot tolerate the mixing of blood, so this double circulation is maintained so that the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood, it does not mix with each other. So proper amount of oxygen is supplied to the body. Okay, so I think you got this circulation, the mechanism of circulation of blood. Now थोड़ा सा अगर कंपैरिजन हम इसमें देखें, so if we see the heart of fish, then the heart of fish is only two chambered. Okay, it is only two chambers, and the blood enters only one times in the heart during one cycle. Okay, and गिल से वो oxygenated होता है blood. In amphibians and reptiles, what happens? They have three chambered heart, and they allows some mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood because they do not use energy to maintain their body temperature. So their need of energy is rather less than mammals and aves. The body temperature is the same as the temperature of the surroundings. Okay, so amphibians and reptiles में three chambered heart होता है, उसमें slightly mixing blood की हो जाती है oxygenated और deoxygenated blood की. But what happens in mammals? The mammals and birds have four chambered heart, and the right and left side of the heart is separated by a septum. This prevents mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood and provides efficient supply of oxygen. This is necessary because they need more energy to maintain their body temperature. Got it? So this is all from the blood circulatory system. I hope you understood it. Go through the topic. It is very interesting. Okay, one more thing I want to point out here about the blood groups. Okay, आपके सिलेबस में बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं है, but you must know about there are four types of blood groups: A, B, AB and O. Got it? They are named like this due to the presence of specific antigen, specific kind of glycoprotein which is present in the blood. So जिस blood में A antigen होगा उसे A कहा गया, जिसमें एक दूसरे तरह का एंटीजन होगा उसे बी कहा गया, जिसमें दोनों एंटीजन होंगे उस ब्लड को ए बी, और जिसमें कोई एंटीजन नहीं होगा दैट इज ओ. ओके, सो ब्लड ग्रुप ओ जो है इट इज यूनिवर्सल डोनर. ब्लड ग्रुप ओ किसी भी ब्लड ग्रुप वालों को दिया जा सकता है. ब्लड ग्रुप ए बी जिसमें दोनों एंटीजन्स हैं लेकिन एंटीबॉडी नहीं है, सो इट इज यूनिवर्सल रेसिपिएंट. ए बी ब्लड ग्रुप वाला व्यक्ति किसी भी अदर ब्लड ग्रुप से ए बी या ओ किसी से भी ब्लड ले सकता है. बाकी ए और बी वाले सिर्फ अपने सेम ब्लड ग्रुप में ही ब्लड को ट्रांसफ्यूज कर पाएंगे. ठीक है. सो नेक्स्ट इज लिम्फेटिक सिस्टम. सो व्हाट इज लिम्फ? Just think about the situation. The blood is flowing, the water is flowing through some pipes, and the pipeline is porous. Okay, so blood when flows through the blood vessels, these blood vessels are porous, so some amount of fluid is leaked outside these blood vessels and it is called lymph. So it is a, what is lymph? It is a colorless fluid present in intercellular spaces. हमारी सेल्स के बॉडी की डिफरेंट सेल्स के बीच में, जैसे दो ईंटों को हम जोड़ रहे हैं उनके बीच में थोड़ा सा तो गैप हो ही जाता है ना. सो हमारी बॉडी में भी सेल्स है, लेकिन सेल्स के बीच में जो इंटरसेल्युलर स्पेस है वहाँ पर जो ब्लड का जो फ्लूइड पार्ट कुछ लीक होकर वहाँ पर इकट्ठा हो जाता है, वहाँ पर रहता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड lymph. Okay, it is also called cellular fluid. So it is formed from the plasma which escapes from the capillaries. Okay, this plasma is escaped from the capillaries along with the not only the plasma, mainly the plasma is there with some WBC and other proteins also. Okay, lymph drains into the lymphatic capillaries which forms lymph vessels and joins into large veins. ओके, सो कैपिलरीज में से जो प्लाज्मा एंड ब्लड कंटेंट जो है जो लीक हो गया, ध्यान रखिए इसमें आरबीसी नहीं होगा, दैट्स व्हाई इट्स कलर इज नॉट रेड. द ब्लड इज रेड बट लिम्फ इज नॉट रेड बिकॉज लिम्फ आर डिवाइड ऑफ आरबीसी. उसमें आरबीसी नहीं होगा, सो उसका पेल येलो कलर होता है, लाइट येलो कलर का फ्लूइड होगा. इट मेनली कंटेन्स लिम्फोसाइट्स, WBC. Okay, and it also improves our immunity. It protects us from diseases. Okay, and lymph transports digested fats and drains excess fluid from intercellular spaces back into the blood. ओके, जो ब्लड लीक होकर पीछे एस्केप होकर जो ब्लड छूट गया था टिश्यू फ्लूइड में, उसको ये क्या करता है, लिम्फ वापस उसको मेन स्ट्रीम में लेकर आता है. लिम्फ हमेशा इसका यूनिडायरेक्शनल फ्लो होगा. इट इज़ ऑल्सो इट ट्रांसपोर्ट्स टुवर्ड्स द हार्ट. ये हमेशा हार्ट की ओर आएगा, तो हमेशा जो लिम्फ वेजल है, अल्टीमेटली द लिम्फ कैपिलरीज they fuse into lymph vessel and lymph vessel it fuses into the vein. जो भी नियर बाय vein होगी उसमें lymph vessel फ्यूज होगी, और जो ब्लड मटेरियल जो लिम्फ पीछे ब्लड का जो कंपोनेंट पीछे छूट गया था सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम का, उसको ये कलेक्ट करके वापस मेन सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम में लेकर आता है. इसके साथ साथ ये फैट्स का भी ट्रांसपोर्टेशन करता है. गॉट इट? इट कंटेन्स लिम्फोसाइट्स विच किल्स जर्म्स एंड प्रोटेक्ट्स द बॉडी. गॉट इट? सो दिस इज द मेन फंक्शन ऑफ लिम्फ. आपको हाँ समटाइम्स ये भी एक इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चन हो जाता है, द डिफरेंसेस बिटवीन ब्लड एंड लिम्फ. ओके, सो ब्लड और लिम्फ में डिफरेंसेस बताना. ब्लड इज कंप्लीट फ्लूइड, उसमें सारे चारों तरह के चीज़ें होती हैं, बट लिम्फ में सिर्फ प्लाज्मा होगा, कुछ प्रोटीन्स होंगे, डिजॉल्व फैट्स होगा और WBC कंटेंट होगा. ओके, RBC नहीं होगा. कलर का डिफरेंस एंड ये ऑक्सीजन वगैरह कुछ कैरी नहीं करता क्योंकि RBC है नहीं, हेमोग्लोबिन है नहीं. ओके, इट ओनली ट्रांसपोर्ट्स fats. Got it? So I hope you understood the circulatory system, the transportation in human beings, both the systems, blood vascular system and lymphatic system. Okay, next we will discuss about the transportation in plants. Okay.